Okay, we're gonna go with take two because I think I finally figured out where the microphone is. Um, and yeah, there were some parts of the video I just recorded that were unintelligible. I think I figured out where the microphone is on this. I'm not 100% certain. So, day two of orientation. You remember yesterday we didn't do hardly anything, right? Today, they made up for it. Classroom, 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 classroom. My brain kind of hurts. um, we did a lot. We had a lot of information shoved at us. You know, a lot of. Some of it was bullshit. Some of it was important. I mean, there's stuff about benefits and things like that are important to know. Um, some of the videos. Oh man, we were going over sexual harassment and inappropriate behavior, and they decided to take Swift employees and recreate actual complaints that they had had. If it happened in a truck stop, they did it in a truck stop. If they, or a parking lot rather, if it happened in a terminal, they recorded it in the terminal. There was only like 4 different people for the 7 different, there was only 4 different people for the 7 different, videos they did. I remembered one of them was so bad. These people don't quit your day job. Don't even hope you'll ever get a win an Emmy or an Oscar or nothing like that. No. God, that was so horrible. Um, it was funny. It was to be laughed at, but it was not good. And some of it was pretty easy for me. Discussing things like hours of service and logging, things that I've done before. There's been some changes since I last drove. For example, there's a 14-hour limit now that was not in place when I'm actually kind of glad I'm redoing this because I did very bad math in the last but there's a 14-hour limit now in place. From when you first go on duty in a day, you've got 14 hours to get your 11 hours of driving in before you have to shut down for a 10-hour break. I do not like this law. I will not like this law. I don't think it's possible to convince me that this is a good law because it forces the drivers to work harder for their time. Do things like sleep in the street outside of a shipper so that you can, get into a dock and get loaded before starting your 14-hour clock. Because it's, so you drive 5 hours, get to a shipper, you spend 6 hours there. Now, normally you'd have another 6 hours of drive time to get your 11 hours of driving. But you've been on duty for probably 11 and a half hours at this point. Because when you're sitting, go on duty, you do a 15-30 minute pre-trip before you start driving. Then you get your 5 hours of driving, then that 6 hours, even if you're in the sleeper sleeping, that clock, that 14-hour, is still clicking down. It does not stop once you've gone on duty for a day until you have a 10-hour break to reset it. So get out of that shipper, and instead of having 6 more hours to get down the road and make money, because truck drivers do not make a penny when they're sitting still. So instead of having 6 hours to drive and get, make your money, take care of your people, take care of your family, your expenses, your bills, all that, you got 3. Probably less. And that 14-hour limit hits, boom, you're done. You've got to shut down, or you're facing hundreds of dollars in fines, trouble with your company for going, violating hours of service. That can actually reflect badly on the company for when it comes time to do like a safety review type deal. That that they review these companies and the drivers, and the hours of service violations are a big part of it. So, yeah, so everybody tries to find a way to beat that 14-hour clock. Not get it started before you start working for the day. Find a way to, get into shippers and receivers without that 14-hour clock hanging over your head, cutting back on what you can actually do. Because honestly, if you're at a shipper and it's going to take several hours, here's what you do. You get into the dock, you'll chock your wheels, all that, whatever they need you to do, and they'll probably say something like, "We'll let you know when you're loaded." What do you do at that point? You climb back into the sleeper and take a nap. That's what you're doing. Yeah, you might not be able to sleep. Maybe you just got up, but you're back there in the sleeper, not driving. Either napping or relaxing in some form, because there's nothing else you can do. You've got to do something with your time. It's not tiring sitting in the sleeper doing nothing. I mean, I'll stop talking about that. But thank you to everyone that subscribed. Yes, Mom, I'm pretty sure you did get that subscription in without making an account. Not sure how that works. I thought I was getting email notifications every time somebody subscribed, but there were 4 that I didn't get notifications for. So thank you everybody for subscribing. Like, dislike, views, sharing. There might be some people out there that want to see my ugly mug. I don't know. But please comment. Tell me what you want to hear. Tell me what you like, what you don't like. Just, spam it with comments. I don't care. I'm trying to get some content up here before I go on the road, because once I do, I'll still keep recording videos, but the when of uploading them is going to get really iffy. If I get to a truck stop that has Wi-Fi that I can get on, then I can probably upload one video, while I sleep. If we stay there long enough, I mean, once my when I get with the trainer, the first 50 hours, I'm a solo driver, basically. He's sitting there beside me, watching me drive. He doesn't drive at all. It's all on me. After that, we start driving team, basically. He'll still be there to help me out sometimes, especially if we're getting into a tricky situation or a tricky city and he knows it. But for the most part, when I'm driving, he's sleeping. When he's driving, I'm sleeping. Just running the hell out of that truck to get that 200 hours in as quickly as possible. So, and this time I think I've got it figured out where I already said that about the microphones. I keep blocking them with my fingers. Maybe I should get a selfie stick. Maybe I should slap myself for thinking I should get a selfie stick. Anyways, yeah, tomorrow I find out when I get on with my trainer or mentor, whatever. Money, yeah. Start making actual money out. I made an hourly rate today based on my home terminal, which I don't know what it is. And then tomorrow I'll make an hourly rate for the on-duty not driving. And then, tomorrow, even though I'll be in class all day, not driving, not, getting tired, go on duty at 7, so have to be done, with the driving by 9. And then I gotta have a 10-hour break before I can do anything. So, I'll get off that subject. Yeah, like I said, comment, tell me what you want to hear, tell me what you don't want to hear. I will eventually be getting a dash cam so I can do some, like driving down the road videos. You know, hook up a microphone so I can talk so you can see something other than, this face while the videos are going on. But again, that's going to take time. So tell me what you want to hear. Tell me what you want to see. Um, I'm getting better at this YouTube thing. I got the landscape going on now, so you don't have this little stripe. Thank you, Adam. But yeah, uh, that's it for this one. I'll hopefully talk to y'all soon, and I don't know. I guess I got to come up with a tagline. Keep on trucking. All right, bye, guys.